This is definitely one of my most requested videos, and it has been ages since I've done one. So today I'm going to walk you through my morning winter skincare routine. Now my next video will be the evening routine if you want to check that out too. And once that video is live, I'll make sure I put a link up here. Now as a skincare maximalist, a video containing both my morning and my evening might be a little bit too long for you guys. You might have to trust me on this one. Now I have to admit, I'm always sort of slow to do these videos and I am constantly asked for them. But the reason for that is that the products change a lot. Now the steps don't necessarily change, but the products that I'm using certainly can. And that's because I like to experiment and to try new things. But there are some things that I almost always have. I will always have multiple eye products, multiple serums, and multiple mists. But I'm adding more and even heavier products now that it's winter and my skin is battling the elements outside, as well as the excessive heating inside. So these are the products that I'm using and I am loving right now. And let it be said again, I am a maximalist. I have a lot of products in my skincare routine. And that's because this is my hobby. It's kind of my happy place. And I actually love using skincare, right? Playing with it, applying it to my face. I am by no means suggesting that you need anything similar to my routine in your life. Like really, all anyone needs is a good cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen, and that is it. Now I, on the other hand, choose to have a very long routine. So I'm just putting this out there before anyone decides to leave unsavory comments about my choices. Okay, so my routine begins in the morning after my shower. Now, incidentally, I do not wash my face in the morning anymore. I just don't feel that my skin needs it. Now, I do give it a good rinse and whatnot, but that's about it. So the very first product that I use in the morning is my Prequel Skin Utility Ointment. Now, I just apply this to my lips to sort of hydrate and soften them as I go through my routine. I adore this product and I use it in a ton of different ways. Next up is the Tattoo Balm from Paptui. Now this is a very unexpected favorite from the Rocks skincare line. So Gary got this for me over the summer when we were in California, and I'm pretty sure this was not its intended use. I apply this to my eyebrows. I've mentioned this before because I had them microbladed, and I find that the ink actually fades faster than it probably should because of the amount of hydrating products that I use. So the woman who did this for me said that people with particularly oily skin find that the ink doesn't last as long, and I thought that was quite interesting. So my philosophy is I'm trying to protect the ink before I apply any hydrating products to my face. That's why it's the first one. The next product is a new part of my routine, and it's something that I'm doing about every 2 to 3 days. I have been trying the No. 7 glycolic exfoliating pads. Now, typically I would use a glycolic product at night, and my absolute favorite is by Dermalect. It's the Beauty Sleep Serum, but I didn't realize that I was out of it and that I didn't have a backup, so I had to run and do an emergency purchase. Now, I really like the format. I quite like the pads, and I think the effect is great, but I will go back to Dermalect when this is empty because I just love that product. Okay, so next up is the spritz. I am a serial mister, and I generally mist between steps just in order to keep the hydration going. So I start with the Capture Youth Water by Joella Milan. Now, Joella is an esthetician in California, and she makes this souped up water herself. It's just natural spring water and a bunch of minerals. It has gold, silver, copper, platinum, magnesium, and zinc. Each of these does a different thing for the skin. So together, this sort of magic water potion, it should lift, it should firm and tone and hydrate and balance and all that good stuff. I have been using this for about a year now, and Joella says that it needs friction to activate. So unlike most mists where you just kind of you're done, I really rub this into my skin. So I generally do my face first, and then I do my neck and chest after. You know, I'm not really sure if this is making a difference or not, but I keep using it. I guess it's one of those things that you won't know until you stop using it. When it comes to the order of products, there are sort of two schools of thought. And the first is applying thinnest to thickest. Now we're talking about the texture of the product. And the second is to apply the most important thing first. Now I think that both of these are perfectly acceptable, although you do have to be aware that applying a thinner product over a much thicker product means that it probably won't penetrate unless you leave sufficient time in between the layers. But my general general rule of thumb is thinnest to thickest, except for my next product. This is the OS1 Face Topical Supplement by OneSkin. Now, OS1 is their patented peptide that slows down the aging process by neutralizing senescent cells, which are also known as zombie cells. They're like these little destructors that degrade the healthy cells around them. We get more of these as we age. Now, it also includes peptides, which helps the younger cells multiply, which then builds collagen, it strengthens the barrier, and it restores skin health. Now, I've only been using this product for a short while now, so we're just still waiting to see how it goes. Their instructions are to use this directly on dry skin. So usually I would do hydrating layers first, and then I would put this on in my sort of serum phase. But I'm following the instructions, and I'm putting this on first, and then I let it sink in for a minute or two before I go on with the rest of my routine. Oh, and don't forget the neck. I think a lot of people forget about the neck and décolletage. Like, we should treat this all as one unit. I always apply all of my products to face, neck, and chest. Always. As Carolyn Hyren says, take your products to the tits. Like, everything goes to the tits. Okay, so after that, and I've let it sink in for a couple of minutes, then I go in with a mist. And this time I'm using Maysama's Green Rooibos AOX Hydrating Atomizer. Oh my gosh, I love this product. This is a new one this year, and it's just an all-rounder. It has antioxidant protection, it has hydrators and soothing ingredients, and it's become a new obsession. So it stays around my desk, and I just spritz throughout the day when I need a little bit of a boost. Okay, so the thinnest product in my routine is relatively new. There seem to be a lot of new additions in this video. It's so exciting. This is the 10% Argireline solution by The Ordinary. Now, I actually bought this like 9 months ago, and it just sat there, and I only just started using it recently. Now, this product is specifically designed to target dynamic lines and wrinkles. So you know those 11s that happen here and the crow's feet around here. Now, I'm a bit more generous with it. I'm also kind of doing it around the lip lines, the marionette lines, and even down on the neck. Now, it's super watery, which means it's really hard to control, but it's really affordable. And you know, it's early days, but we'll see. I'm just gonna give it the old college try. Next up is my eye serum. And yes, I have a separate serum just for that delicate eye area. And that's because I could see the difference it made pretty much instantly. This is the Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate by Niod. I've used this for years. I found it drastically improved the texture of my skin. It reduced that sort of crepiness that I was getting right here under the eyes, and it just makes everything look smoother. Again, super duper watery, but you only need 1 drop of this, which works for both eyes. I mean, this teeny tiny little bottle, it's only 15 mils, but this will last me 6 to 8 months. It just goes on forever and ever. Okay, so this is where I'm adding in my essence, and it's kind of backwards. Generally, it would go at the beginning because it tends to be one of the thinnest products, but this particular product is a lot thicker. It's more of like a milky toner. It's the Fat Water by Fenty Skin. Now, in these winter months, I'm generally layering 2 different essences, but I just finished the thinner one last week, and I haven't added a new one in yet, which I will. As for this product, I like this product. I don't love this product, and I can't actually tell you why. I mean, I like kind of the thickness. It's deeply hydrating. I don't know. I just don't love it. But I am going to finish it up, and we're actually getting quite close to the end now. Okay, so next is a vitamin C. I pretty much always have a vitamin C in my routine. This is the Morning Cocktail Vitamin C by YSE Beauty. I've spoken about this a couple of times because I absolutely love it. It is such a wonderful product to use. It's the first product that I've tried by this line, which was created by model Molly Sims. It has 3 different forms of vitamin C, including tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which is my personal favorite. But it is the texture that I like the most. It's like this milky essence. It is a joy to layer. It's sort of hydrating, and it just sinks in so beautifully. A lot of vitamin C's are either super watery, which I struggle to use and don't really like, or they're oily. And I do love an oil, it just makes it trickier to layer. This is just the perfect texture for somebody who likes to layer a lot of things. And I just hit the last pump this morning, and I want to cry. I didn't realize I was getting that low. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to reorder for when I'm back in the US, which is just in a few weeks. I will always, always, always have a hydrating serum in my routine too. And this is my new favorite by Allies of Skin. It is the Multi-Hyaluronic Antioxidant Hydrating Serum. It has a multi-hyaluronic acid complex. It has resveratrol. It has 8 different antioxidants and peptides. Now, it is super dewy and it's super hydrating, and my skin just loves it. I'm actually obsessed with this product. And it's not a big surprise. I mean, what Allies product am I not obsessed with? And I've been using this every day for about 7 months. It's just firmly positioned in there as one of the great hydrators. Next up is my eye cream, and yes, I always have an eye cream. Now this one is also a new addition. It is by OneSkin. It is the OS1 Eye Topical Supplement. And this was love at first use. I mean, I tried it, and immediately I got online and bought another one, like that day. In fact, I also got another one during the Black Friday sale that's waiting for me in California. This is what keeps my eye area hydrated and plump. So whereas the serum is all about sort of the texture and smoothing everything out, this is really about plumping it up. And I have super high hopes for that OS1 peptide in relation to longer term plumping and reducing of fine lines. Fingers crossed. Okay, the next two products are both moisturizers, and I am in love with both of them. I've actually taken to layering two different products because it's winter and I just want to. My friend Cecilia over at My Fading Skin on Instagram has gotten me into layering. I'm layering essences, I'm layering serums, and now I'm layering moisturizers. Okay, first up is the Light Hydration Cream version 2.0 by Refer. Now, I mentioned these guys in my November favorites. Not only is the product incredible, I just can't believe the price. I think that this is the lotion for those who want really good hydration without heaviness. I mean, the texture is just gorgeous. It feels almost soft. It has niacinamide and squalene and meadow foam seed oil, and it has like soothing ingredients like algae complex and Centella asiatica and panthenol. It's just so nice. It's both free of fragrance and essential oils, so it's great for those who have oily or acne-prone skin. Now, I personally prefer a heavier cream, so I've been using this as my first, and then I put another one on top. If you were to get this at regular price, it's only 28 euros for 89 mils. Like, that is huge. It's such an incredible price. But guess what? You can get it right now on sale for 9 euros. I don't even know what to say. It's so good. And then the very last thing in my morning routine is a second moisturizer, and I love it just as much, if not even more. It is also a new addition to my routine. It is by In Beauty. It's called the Extreme Cream Firming and Lifting Moisturizer. It's new to me, but I have been wearing it on repeat since I got it. It has plant-based bioretinol, anti-aging peptides, as well as a ceramide complex. But the texture is incredible. It's rich, it's super dewy on the skin, and it just plumps everything up. And it's only 48 bucks. I mean, that's a steal. It's $48. Now, I already repurchased during the Black Friday sale and shipped it to my mom's house in California. It's that good. I am going to continue reusing it. So guys, that's it for my morning routine. Now, you may have noticed that something's missing. There's no sunscreen here. And you know, it's funny, I really debated on whether I was going to have this conversation or not, because it kind of goes against everything that I always say. You should wear a sunscreen every freaking day. But I've shifted a bit on this just during these dark winter months here in Ireland. So I've taken direction from Dr. Shireen Idris on this topic. She's a dermatologist in New York who's also here on YouTube, and I love her. I think she's fabulous. But she did a post on Instagram a while back talking about the relationship between the UV index and sunscreen. Now, she said if your index is below 3, which means it's 0, 1, or 2, you actually don't need to wear sunscreen. You're just not getting enough UV exposure to do damage to the skin. In fact, she just did a video this week with a heck of a lot more detail, and I will link that video below if you want to check it out. I do think it's worth watching. Now, there are other factors like where in the world you live. For example, are you close to the equator or not? And also elevation levels, like do you live on a mountain where you're physically closer to the sun? So I check the UV rating every morning. It's on the weather app of my iPhone, and I can tell you it hasn't gotten above a 2 in 6 weeks. In fact, today it's 0. All freaking day, it doesn't go above 0. It's like the sunshine has vacated Ireland and won't return until spring. It's a little grim. So I'm saving money and I'm saving time by not wearing sunscreen until I need to. Now, I would not recommend this for everyone because it's unlikely that most people won't actually check this app every day. It's safer and easier to just get in the habit of using it every day. So wear sunscreen every day. Don't listen to me. And guys, that is it for today's video. Is your routine anything like mine, or do you keep it nice and simple? Please do leave your comments below because I so love hearing from you. And if you made it this far, thank you. Please leave me a thumbs up emoji because that way I'll know. And if you enjoyed this video or maybe learned something new, please like, subscribe, or even share with a friend because it really helps my channel grow. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye. It has 3 different forms of vitamin C, including tetrahexadecyl. That didn't work very well.
Nearly.
Nearly. It has 3 different forms of vitamin C, including tetrahexadecyl. So it has 3 different forms of vitamin C, including tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which is my personal favorite.